Well, welcome back, everyone, boys and girls, non-binaries of all ages, and welcome back to another mod showcase in Season 2 with your good old friend Leaf. I am here once again today, and we are back in our mod showcase map, and of course, we have a lot of stuff to get into this week, especially with fish. Oh my god, we have a lot of aquatic stuff to get into. But I want to get to one of the best parts of this whole showcase this week. Right off the bat, we have a lot of remasters coming this week, and, you know, I've kind of been holding off on them for a little bit until I get kind of like a slow week in terms of mods. So, of course, we're going to take a look at all of them today. So, starting off strong, we have Gabboi. I know a lot of people like this one. I know Bold just featured this on her channel, but definitely do check this one out. So, this is the Bactrian Camel remaster, and this one is done by Gabboi, and it's so beautiful. It essentially just makes the Bactrian Camel a lot more fluffy, how you would normally imagine like one of these guys to look like, you know. There's very different breeds of them, I would say, and this one in particular has one that has just like the most fluffiest texture to it, and it just looks a lot cooler, a lot more like fluffier than your base game one. So if you are interested in this mod, definitely do check it out. Gabboi actually included 5 or 6 different variants. I forget the exact number, but this one is just a normal one. I just wanted to showcase that one. But that's going to be a lot of things happening with all of these mods. A lot of these will have like all these different variants and stuff like that. I'll be sure to mention those as we go through them. But amazing job, Gabboi. This is such a strong start. And of course we have the baby here. But you know what? It isn't even a remaster. But it's still cute to look at nonetheless. So there he is. Or she. But anyways, moving on, we have the Jaguar. Now this one was done by Havok and Gabboi, and I think Tosca might have been involved in this one, but I could be entirely wrong. We're going to look at the big old boy right over here. But yeah, these guys are so beautiful. I love how good your patternings are, guys. They are so striking. They just make it look 10 times better. I don't know, it's just something about it. And of course the face looks 10 times better as well. It just seems like such a more beautiful model. And look at the cubs, or the kittens. I'm not really sure how you call baby jaguars, but they are so cute and so bright. Like, you know, when you're building these zoos and stuff like that, it's nice to have like the Planet Zoo style where they're kind of like, you know, monotone and stuff like that. But having these bright animals catch your eye, especially from like all the way up here or even from back here, it's just perfect. It is so perfect. I love it. So moving on from there, we're going to take a little trip over to India again. And this time I'm actually referencing India because I accidentally referenced another country before. But, you know, hey, it doesn't even matter. This is the Bengal Tiger. And of course, this one is by Gabboi and Havok. And I think Tosca might have worked on this one as well. But yeah, these guys are so beautiful. And again, it's just like a bunch of minor improvements that just make this 10 times better than the original Frontier one. It's like we're having our own little radical remake team with these 3 over here. But yeah, they're so beautiful. Even the coloring on them, they're so much brighter, and I don't know, I just love it. So if you aren't a fan of new species mods, I do want to bring this up. These guys are perfect, especially for franchise mode. They work in franchise mode, they work in career mode. They just update like the models and textures of these animals. Some even edit like the size values and stuff like that in the main. But yeah, these guys are absolutely beautiful. So definitely do pick these guys up if you're looking for a bit more realism when it comes to your mods. And now over here, we're taking a little trip to Russia, Ruski. Now over here we have the Siberian Tiger, and these guys are so freaking splendid. Look at them. Now, I'm not really an expert on cats. I will admit that right off the bat. But these guys, I'll tell you what. I know that Havok, Gabboi, MGR, Tosca, they're all putting a lot of love into their remakes. And you know what? I'm so happy that they are, because the base game animals deserve so much love. And seeing them be able to do this, it's just so amazing. And of course, we have the UI over here, which pretty much shows off the tigers and stuff like that. So we're going to wait for it to load, and we can kind of see like the original version of that. And of course, it takes like way too long to load because I have every single mod installed. But you know what? It's still fine nonetheless. So that's what the base game one looked like. And oh my god, it's still loading. You know what, guys? Maybe you shouldn't install all the mods because that takes a while to load. But yeah, that's how it looks like in-game. I love the coloring on this. I know I just said, like, oh yeah, it's a lot better when the textures pop on, like, the jungle cats and stuff like that. But for these guys, I don't know. It's just something about this nice rusty texture that just makes it look so good. So amazing job on that for you guys. Amazing work to all these creators over here. Now moving on, we have the Gharial Remaster by MGR. So MGR, Mega Game Directs, he and I started at about the same time. I think he might have started modding a little bit before I did. But just seeing his progress, I keep on saying this like every single time I look at his mods, because he improves so much every single time. But just seeing his remaster for the Gharial just goes to show how much love he has for these animals and how much love he has for like the game and stuff like that. It's just so insane to see like all these improvements. I know like the eyes and the snout shape were a little bit of a area of contortion, I guess you could describe it as, when it came to the Gharial. But now it looks really freaking good, and I can't wait to get these guys in like Foxborough and stuff once I actually start to work on there. Whoops, I haven't worked on that file in quite some time, but you know, I just really do hope you guys enjoy like everything else that's coming out. But nevertheless, here's the Gharial, and here's a female, of course. She's a lot tinier than the male. But you know what? That's exactly how it's supposed to be. And, you know, I just really do love the shapes of these. So, amazing job to you guys on that. Now, we have a big thing to get into right here. But before we do, we got to check out these guys over here. So, these guys were just released. I finally figured out how to get, like, Pygmy Hippo asset package transplants working. So now we're going to have a lot more interesting creatures. We're going to have some that we haven't even had in the game yet. But yeah, so now we have the Atlantic Horseshoe Crab. Not much to say about these guys, but they are really cool. It's just really cool to get these like really tiny creatures in the game and just have them waddle around like all around. There he goes. He's taken off. Oh my god, he's zooming. Look at him go. But yeah, they are able to walk in the water, so they walk just like the hippos in the water, so they can go all the way to the bottom of the tank. I just wanted to keep this up here so we could actually showcase it a little bit more. But since we're done with him, we'll actually box him up and send him out. But alright, so we have a lot of aquatic mods to get into, so we're going to start off strong with the Narwhal. So this is Narwhaler. This is by me. So yeah, this is from Endless Ocean, as is the Horseshoe Crab as well. A lot of these are from Endless Ocean. I do know that there is a little bit of an issue with UVs and the eyes like that, so you can kind of see they turn white and kind of demonic. So I will be looking into a fix for that soon enough. But yeah, these guys are beautiful. I got to give a shout out to Mr. Buff Zoo for all the sizes of every single one of these animals in here. He does such an amazing job at being like both mine and GiornoPizza's little bit of a helping hand when it comes to all of our aquatic mods. He is our fish king right there. So big shout out to him. But yeah, these guys are absolutely insane. The males have the tusks and the females do not. So you can see they kind of look like belugas kind of right here. But yeah, they are so cool. I love the texturing on these guys. Endless Ocean has like such a unique style. I just really love seeing it come into Planet Zoo. But Endless Ocean aside, we actually have something that is from a different game this time around. So GiornoPizza actually blessed us with an animal from Beyond Blue. Now it's kind of like an Endless Ocean indie game. It's kind of like the same thing, and we gotta address something right here. Giorno has absolutely determined the key way to rig fish, and sharks predominantly, but look at this. Look how insanely well the hammerhead moves. It's a scalloped hammerhead, by the way. But look how beautiful this is. It is swaying. Well, it's not swaying. That's the whole point. It's not swaying back and forth. It's actually moving like a shark, and that's just really insane to see. So that's going to be really awesome to have for fish going forward. Buffzoo actually learned how to rig as well, so we just have the fish dream team right there. And it's just going to be amazing going forward, so do keep an eye out for all aquatic mods coming forward pretty soon. I know a lot of people aren't really the biggest fans of them, but I hope we finally get to sell people on them a lot more going forward, because this looks absolutely insane. You would think that this is a frontier level animal. except for the part where it walks on the land, but we're not going to talk about that. So over here, we actually have the Alligator Gar by me in Endless Ocean. This guy is absolutely so cool. I will note, because a lot of people tend to roast me about this, he has a little bit of an underbite, but you know what? If someone wants to fix that, I am throwing it out there. I am throwing out my call for help. If you want to fix this overbite, or underbite rather, and give him the overbite that he deserves, feel free to do it, and I'll update the model. When you're looking at the model from this far away, and you're looking at it in a tank, I don't really think it matters too much, but if anyone does want to fix that up, definitely go for it. So that guy is on the Nexus, as is all of these mods. So over here, we do have the Gentoo Penguin. Now, the Gentoo Penguin is a penguin that was missing from the whole penguin plunge from back in the day, but I finally got him coded up, I finally got him in the game, and here he is just making his happy little swimming debut right over here. He is just happy to be here. I love their coloration on these guys. They have these like very distinct orange markings on them. They're just really cool. So they are based off of the King Penguin, and I did that specifically because I felt like that would match the animations and the rig a lot better, even though, you know, we kind of determined there really wasn't much of a difference between the African Penguin rig and the King Penguin rig. But besides that point, he just fits the bill so much more. Get it, Bill? Because they have beaks. I don't really know where I'm going with that joke, but hey, moving on. We have the Risso's Dolphin. Now, the Risso's Dolphin is a little bit of an abysmal animal. It's found more in like deep oceans and pelagic waters and stuff like that. And one of the most defining characteristics about them are these scratches on them and their coloration. So they are pretty much like dark gray, light gray, and some white on the underbelly. Kind of having that like cross, no, what's it called? I forget what it's called, what it's like camouflage, when it's like contour camouflage, I don't really know. But that guy is from Erica. Nick and I worked on him, and he is officially out for Planet Zoo, so definitely do check him out. Over here, we have the Spectacled Porpoise. We are just going right through all of these today. So this guy is from Endless Ocean as well. They're more so found in, I want to say, southern waters. We're going to check that out if our Zoopedia loads quick enough. And of course, it takes a little while. But yeah, they're more so found in like the southern waters around like Argentina, Chile, and stuff like that. But yeah, they're so beautiful. I love them. They're tiny. And speaking of tiny, we have one more, I think. Yeah, here he is, the Commerson's Dolphin. Now, this is one of the last ones out there for Planet Zoo in terms of our aquatic mods for this week. But actually, no, we have a lot more aquatic mods, and I'm so excited to get into them. But no, these guys are our last cetacean for this week. Yeah, they're just really cute. They're one of like the more commonly kept dolphins species in captivity, aside from the bottlenose, so definitely do check these guys out if you're hoping to do like a Marineland style park. I don't know, I just love the coloration on these guys so much more than all the other ones. I don't know, I'm just surprised it took me that long to actually put them in. So we're actually going to get to our 2 remasters in a little bit, but you guys may be wondering, oh my gosh, Leaf, why do you have all these arrows pointing down at nothing? Well, I'll tell you. We actually have the exhibit prop pack from JoJo. Now, JoJo has been doing some amazing work with the exhibit props and props all the like. He's been pouring in a bunch of different birds, and he decided to take a look back at Planet Zoo and see what he could bring into the scene. And he's taken a little bit of a trick out of Nick's book and bringing exhibits into their own scenery form. And of course, he brought the animals in there. So of course, we have the... They don't have names. So that is a little thing with JoJo. JoJo, I do have a few complaints. I'm sorry, bud. But we're actually going to get into those right now just so we can address them. Your icons aren't transparent. If you could definitely fix that up, that'd be amazing, because it just doesn't look right when it has like, you know, these pure white things, and then you have like the normal UI. So definitely I would install GIMP and basically make the background transparent and stuff like that. That's like one of my biggest qualms with them. But besides that, I really do like the style of the icon, so amazing work on that. But yeah, these guys are perfect for like implied exhibits and stuff like that. I just wish JoJo, my friend, my good friend JoJo, could you please kind of make it so that these guys aren't T-posing? Like the Gila monster in particular, it just looks kind of silly to have this guy have his tongue constantly out. Maybe if you can find a way to pose that in a little bit better light, that'd be amazing. Plus, they already have pre-rendered poses as their own animal, like files, as their own model files, really, in Planet Zoo, so definitely do look into that and extend the prop pack itself. But besides that, I really do think these guys are going to be helpful for all your implied exhibits going forward, so definitely good job on getting this started, JoJo. Alright, so we're going to get into our last 2 remasters, and we're actually going to hit play so we can watch the cuteness. This is the Himalayan Brown Bear Remaster. Now this one is by Gabboi, and it is so cute. It's bringing light to an animal that we all hate and would love to take away from the roster. But after this, I am so happy it's in the game because Gabboi has made it the cutest thing ever. So before, it just looked like the normal grizzly bear. It looked like a clone. But now it is so beautiful. It has this lovely little cinnamon texture to it. And it looks so beautiful. I just can't get over it. And its ears are so cute. I don't know. I know they're very aggressive creatures. I know they could kill you in an instant, but they are adorable, and I cannot wait to get these guys in my zoos going forward. And maybe I'll even do like a diorama with them since, you know, they're the whole new flavor and whatnot. But yeah, amazing job, Gabboi. You're killing it with the remasters. I can't wait to see what you come up with next. And now we're actually revisiting one that we actually touched upon a while ago. So this is a West African Lion remaster by Tosca, Gabboi, Mega Game Rex, and Havok. A lot of people worked on this one, and you can definitely tell why. So we're just going to glaze over these guys because we did touch upon them earlier. But just the texture work on these guys, just the look of them, the model work, they look so cute. I was never really a big fan of big cats before. I've said this 100 times, but you guys are definitely selling me on them. They are really so beautiful. I don't know, it's just really cool to see them interacting with each other. Especially, can I just complain for a second? Okay, we're gonna sit down, leave complaining time. Why is it that only the cats get, like, the special animations with each other? Like, you see all these animations with, like, the lion cubs and their parents. You don't get that with the artiodactyls. You don't get that with, like, the aquatic animals. You don't get that with anything. You just get that with the cats. I mean, sure, you guys can prove me wrong, but these guys are the most common animations I see, and I just think it's a little ridiculous that we don't have any more, like, you know, family bonding moments with gharials, with, like, you know, all the birds and stuff like that. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. Here's the beautiful male. So I do have the blonde coat installed. And just like I said before, various, like, different animals have different coat variations that you can install for the remasters. And this one in particular is a blonde one. I'm more of a fan of the dark one, but this one is still beautiful. So if you're hoping to have a little bit of a lighter cat in here, definitely do check this one out. I'm still amazed with how well the mane looks. It just like the fur combing in here, everything, it looks so beautiful. And we can just tell, like, I don't know, I just think this guy has so much more personality than the Frontier one. Alright, so moving on, I just want to determine which way we should go. We should definitely go this way, though. We gotta take a look at probably my favorite mod this week. Now, GiornoPizza has been killing it recently. Giorno is smashing the mod game. And I gotta say, this is probably the biggest smash hit of all of them right here. So this one is the Zebu. Now, the Zebu is the oldest, or at least it's determined to be one of the oldest domestic cattle species in the world. It originated in Africa, and they have these distinct giant humps to them. And this looks exactly like the one I saw in, like, the, I think it was the Shell Factory Nature Park. It looks just like it, and they're such beautiful creatures. I don't know. I'm a really big fan of them, and I love how you had 2 different variations of them. You have this beautiful orange one, and you have, like, the white one. So the bulls have, like, this little black coloration on the hump right there. And, of course, the cows, the heifers. Heifer! Yeah, that's the term! Oh my god, I know something. Yeah, the heifers have, like, a beautiful all-white color over here. So it is so beautiful to have these guys. And they're perfect for literally any section of your zoo. Probably not your Asian section, probably not your North America section, but petting zoos and Africa sections, or even just large hoofstock areas, these guys are perfect for that. So definitely do check these guys out. Sorry about, like, all the noise. I'm, like, standing on a box, I guess. But definitely do check these guys out if you are interested. This is my #1 highly recommend mod of the entire week. So definitely do check that guy out. But of course, we gotta step over to the Tundra, now Mega Game Rex, Gabboi, and Havok. You guys are taking over this showcase, and I love it. It is so amazing. I love seeing your guys' names on here. And of course, you guys have graced us with the Tundra Wolf. Now, this is kind of like the Arctic Wolf, but like 10 times better. Because just look at this variation on the fur. It is so beautiful. Look at this texturing. It's just so beautiful. I can't get over it. Now, of course, I know you guys have big qualms about like how the dogs actually walk in the game. But, you know, I feel like that can be overlooked with, with how beautiful these guys are. And I don't know. I'm a big dog guy. I love all different kinds of dogs. These guys are so beautiful. So definitely do go check them out. I'm just so amazed with your work, guys. So great job on that. And now, I will say, right over here, we are having a little bit of an issue with the, I forget what duck it is. I think it's the Merganser. But Rihanna has released 4 different kinds of ducks with the help of BongoHardwood, who originally made, like, you know, the acid package transplant, like, you know, the original duck models and stuff like that. So we will actually get into that at the end of that, because one of them is crashing the game, but we're actually just going to take a look at that later. For the time being, we're going to look at the Roosevelt Elk. Now, this is the nominate species of North American elk. So this one, you guys may remember the Rocky Mountain elk by Pure Winter and me. So that one is a subspecies of these guys, but the Roosevelt elk is such a beautiful species nonetheless. I don't know, like, Narwhal is such a king when it comes to, like, artiodactyls and hoofstock and stuff like that. And it's just so amazing to see how well they came out. And just, like, everything when it comes to them, like the texturing, the coloring, the antlers, the model. You just do such a bang-up job on this Narwhaler, and I love looking forward to seeing what you do every single week. And speaking of that, we have another one of your mods. We have the Bluebuck. So this is, Narwhaler is killing it with the extinct animals. I love seeing, like, all these new guys pop up. It really is, it warms my heart, especially the Bluebuck, because this species was only made popular because of Zoo Tycoon 2. And I don't know, it's just really cool to see such a instrumental animal in my childhood, I guess I would say, come to Planet Zoo again, especially these guys. They just seem so cool. I love the coloration on them, like this color blue, this hue, I would say. It's insane to see. I don't know, just seeing an extinct antelope species, love seeing it. Especially, like, I don't know, I can't wait to see what this means going forward. They're just so beautiful. And of course, what mod showcase would be a mod showcase without some of Jen's work? Here we have the wood bison. Now, this is the Canadian species of bison, and they are so freaking beautiful. Look at the coloration on these guys. I love the coat. They are literally chads. Like, I can't get over how beautiful they are. But just look at how amazing of a job Jen did on them. They're rig edited, of course, and I'm not sure what else in here is rig edited, but there's probably something in there that is. But yeah, they are so beautiful. So if you're hoping to do like a little bit of a Canadian section, these guys are perfect for it. Or even if you're kind of tired of the American buffalo, definitely do check these guys out. And here's a little baby. I tried to let the game run to give as many babies as we could, but some of them grew up. Some of them kind of died out, but you know, we'll see going forward. But I hope you guys do enjoy it. So I think that is pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So definitely do let me know what your favorite is of this week. I gotta say, for remasters, I don't know. I gotta say the Jaguar, probably. Like, the original Jaguar was just, it was just, it's about time we get a Jaguar. But this guy, ooh, I love him, especially when he steps into the light. That is beautiful. But yeah, amazing job on that, guys. And of course, for the new species, I gotta say, Zebu by far. So definitely do check those guys out. I don't know, just really, really cool. So we're actually going to drop our ducks in here right now. Rihanna, it's about time. Let's get these guys in here. And I also moved like all the pregnant ones out as well, just in case if I thought like, it was babies that were breaking the game. So we're actually going to stop on the Merganser. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm like a huge duck fan, and I don't even know how to pronounce it. And I actually did request the common loon, because I do want to make like a main diorama, because like, I'm making like all the states and stuff like that. But oh my god, Rihanna came in clutch with it. Also, this is like my third time selecting all of them. It's just not working out in my favor. So hold tight, guys. We're going to wait for all of them to be delivered. Let me just bring them to the habitat right here. Oh my god, and she even did babies. I didn't even notice. Oh my, if it were me, I probably wouldn't have done babies because, you know, I'm not really a big baby kind of guy, but we'll see. We'll just wait for them to be brought in. Also, I don't know. I love wolves too. Just waiting for everything to be brought in. I don't know. I just love it all. I'm like, oh my, I can't get over the Zebu. Like, I can't wait to get to the African section of Foxborough so I can actually start making these guys. Also, so my game froze. Alright, so that's great. Thank you guys so much for watching. Brianna, I promise we'll get to your ducks as soon as possible. They are so beautiful, and I definitely do want to showcase them going forward. But for the time being, thank you guys for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure with you guys for this week. And I cannot wait to see you guys in next week's mod showcase. Definitely leave a like if you enjoyed it. Oh, hold on. By the way, we just hit 3,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough. There goes the crash report. That's great. I cannot thank you guys enough for all your support over the past few months. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I hope Audacity is still recording because everything just seems to go kaploop. Nevertheless, I thank you guys so much. It's been such an awesome ride with you guys, and we're not even close to the good stuff yet. So I really do appreciate you guys sticking around. Definitely do stay tuned because we have 4K just around the corner. So tell your friends, tell your family. I haven't even told my family about my channel yet, but definitely do check out everything. Hopefully I'll just have like the footage looping over here. But I can't wait to see you guys in the next showcase. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Take care. Bye-bye now, guys.